This is a 1974 Olympia SM8. It's not a 9, it's an 8 because the tab sets are in the back rather than on the side. So let's take a look at this Olympia. These are excellent writing machines. This is great for somebody who wants to keep it in their office. They're not looking for something that's really portable. While you can transport it, it's a little bulky and big for that, if in my opinion. So this, I prefer to think of this as a desktop. Can be portable if you absolutely need it to be. So let's take a look around. The carriage up here is always such an excellent construction, and it's just a very solid. So you have your plastic ruler back here, and then your margins you just squeeze and drag, and they always are so smooth. So, and then your paper guide. So I'm going to bring this in a little bit. This is your paper release, which releases the bar on the bottom that holds the tension of that paper against the plate. And so that's just to adjust your paper, and then you need to re-engage it after you've adjusted your paper. Your carriage release is going to be on the right side, and you just press it down while holding onto the carriage, and then you can move it. Now the bell on this one isn't that great. So this Olympia, even though it works well, you can tell it's been used. So it does have some wear and tear on this one, but it still is in great operational shape. Now, if you noticed, I had moved the handlebar because I couldn't move the carriage all the way over. When you put this away in the case, which is the case right here, you need to push your handlebar down, and that's usually the case for many typewriters that that are portable. So then you flip that back up before you use it. Now when you hit the handlebar to go to the beginning, it's going to advance either 1, 2, or 3 lines, and you set that right here. And if you move it all the way to the top, it's not going to move the carriage at all. So if you get it and you're like, hey, it's not working, check this right here and make sure it's engaged. Okay, so now that's moving 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines. Okay, let's move that all the way back. And now what I'm going to do, and I'm going to lock the carriage. This is the carriage lock right here. So I'm going to push this up. I'm going to lock this carriage. Hold on. Come on, it shouldn't get, there it is. It locked. So it's not going to move anywhere. And while I have that locked, I'm going to tip this up so you can see how to set tabs. So to set tabs on an Olympia, this is a 1974, again, SM8. You look in the back, and here you're going to see tab stops. Now, some typewriters, you pull the stops off and then put them back in, but here it's like the margins. You just press and drag, which is very handy. I really like that. You don't have to worry about losing your tab keys, and you just drag and put them wherever you want, okay? And by the way, here's your paper holder. Okay, let's put this down. Okay, now let's go ahead and open this up. So before I do that, let me unlock the carriage, and I'm going to move that to the left. Now this carriage, most times when you're doing taking the top off, you're like pulling this direction and either sliding it or popping it off. Especially with Olympias, they usually pop off, but this one is on hinges, so it folds up. So you come down here and you just fold the top up. Okay, now here is your escapement and your spools. This uses a universal ribbon, which you can find on our website at untitled.typewriters.com. These are the arms that hold, they just hold the ribbon spools in there, but they just pop in and out. And then make sure you have it threaded properly through the guide wires, and it's pretty self-explanatory if you look. Oh, there's the. So when you get to the end of the spool, you're going to want to reverse the direction of the ribbon. There it is. Okay, normally it's right here. It looks like a double barrel, and I'm like, where did a double barrel go? Okay, so your ribbon reversal is right here. There's these little metal tabs sticking up. So when you want to get to the end of your spool, instead of changing out your ribbon, you just reverse the direction, and you should be able to reverse it many times before you need to change out your spool. And yes, that can be a pain because you're like right in the middle of a thought, and then, oh, you're at the end of your ribbon. You got to switch directions, but it just takes you a second to do it. And so you should be able to use this go back and forth many times before you use up all the ink. Okay, let's fold this down and snap it back in. Here's your color selector. Black and red, though it looks blue and orange for all you Bronco fans out there. That's what it looks like. Okay, let's go ahead and load up a piece of paper and do a typing demo. All right, we just put the paper in right here, and that threads really nice. And I got that nice and even. That's awesome, but in case it was crooked, you can use this lever right here to release the tension and adjust the paper. So let's go ahead and move this over and start typing. So this is a 1974, I believe. Olympia SM8. Okay, let's switch that to the black and keep typing. So let's try out the tab. I showed you where the tab stops are, and it was in a good place for it. Nice and clear font. It is a larger font, so this is great for those of you who have a harder time reading the teeny tiny font on some typewriters. Oops. I'm not quite used to it. Sometimes the tab is usually on this side, and so the tab and the margin release are opposite on this one to like Smith Coronas or something like that. All right, let's type this out. Typing out sentences is just so much better. It's really a better indicator. Whoops, and if you make a mistake, just back up. There you go. I can tell so much better when I'm actually typing a sentence how well the typewriter works. Okay, so the bell is really faint on this one, but it is there. So I forgot where I was. 'Twas a Night for Christmas and all through the house. Okay. Okay, this types very well. It's a great typer. So this is, like I said, the Olympia SM8. It does have a little bit of signs of wear on it, not much, but it is in great working order. So this is going to be an awesome investment for somebody who's going to be doing a lot of writing. This is like books or poetry or manuscript, screenwriting, whatever it is. Those of you who are really interested in a high quality typing machine, this Olympia is going to be a great one for you. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit the links in the description below and have a great day.